Well, we shall see. There are still plenty of finals to come. This, the final of the women's lightweight fours, with the world champions, Great Britain, drawn in lane number 4, next to the Australians, who already have a full start against them.
Set, go.
Good clean start. This is the first race of the regatta for these and the last race. It was a straight final, only 6 entries, so all the more tension for that.
In lane number 3, these are the Australians, absolutely new to international competition, and they're really up against it with the British, the world champions, and Germany, who are in lane number 2, also a very experienced outfit.
You know, China won this event in 1991. They've been away for a while, but they're now back and in very good shape.
So China, then the United States. The United States, who were the winners in Lucerne. That's Danica Harris at stroke there. It's her birthday. And hoping to celebrate in good fashion. The Americans, of course, still looking for that elusive first medal. And here are the world champions.
Rowing at 3, Anna-Marie Stapleton has been injured all year. She only came back into the crew about a month ago. They went to the Commonwealth Games and got beaten by this crew, Canada and Australia, and they've been struggling to get back into form. But here they are, well in the pack and looking strong.
Britain in lane 4, then the United States, and closest to China. United States well in contention at the moment. On the far side, in lane number 1, it's the Canadians who are finding things really tough at the moment. So through the first quarter, and it's the United States who have the lead, ahead of Germany, with Australia in 3rd, then China, Great Britain are just 5th, and Canada bringing up the rear. Australia with Susan Peacock setting the rhythm, Elizabeth Moore at 3, then Emma Cross, and the most experienced of all, Gail Toogood, in the bow. But Australian women's rowing, much promise, I think, in the years to come. But at the moment, out in the lead in lane number 2, it's Germany who have the advantage at the moment. China just about 3rd or 4th.
And Stroke doing a lot of talking there. I don't know if anybody can hear her because she's shouting the opposite way, but she's certainly got a crew working very hard behind her. The United States just edging up past Germany, these two fighting it out, and they're at stroke for the United States. Danica Harris, the only survivor of the crew that came 3rd last year, and here Germany, 3 members of this crew that came 5th. The new one, Cornelia Cici at bow. She, at 33 years old, is the new one into this crew, and they hold the lead at the moment.
But it's still nip and tuck between Germany and America, with the Chinese at the moment in 3rd place. And I can just see now the bow of the British 4 coming into the picture there. And as they move, so do the Americans on the Germans to try and take over the lead. And it's the American bow. Here they are, Danica Harris at stroke, then sitting at 3, Christine Smith, Linda Murray, and in the bow, Charlotte Hollings. And really determined, this quartet. They have a major chance of the gold medal as we go through the half distance. And at the half distance, it's still Germany, just by a fraction. The lead just changing all the time in that second quarter. Now the British.
Very experienced crew now, except for Jane Hall, who's only 20, youngest team member last year, won a gold medal. Now putting it together, just sitting in 4th place and trying to turn the screw. It's here in the last 700-800 meters that they've got to make their move. Canada in last position, had done so well 3 or 4 weeks ago in the Commonwealth Games, but here they just cannot get it right.
Canadians, though, to be fair to them, like the Australian, very much newcomers to international competition, but these are the crews with seasoned form. It's the Chinese who are trying to challenge the Americans, who've gone back into the lead from the Germans, and it's Great Britain in 4, and those 4 crews now away, and this is a really competitive affair. It's China, as I say, looking strong now as they try to close the gap on the Americans. The Americans, though, Dan, beginning to find a little bit more. Every time a question is asked, they seem to be able to respond.
Yeah, she's a wonderfully experienced stroke, Danica Harris. She has great courage. And look at the big finish she has there at the end there. Really setting the rhythm for her crew. But watch the British there. They're up at 38, 39 strokes a minute now. They're calling on that experience of last year, which won them the title. Defending champions, trying to come back into the picture. They're catching now. They're catching the Chinese. They're just moving into silver medal place. Germany holding on, but United States out in front now for the last quarter of this race.
So the facts and figures, it's still the United States who lead into the final 500 ahead of Germany. In third place, still the Chinese ahead of Great Britain, who are coming all the time. The British almost on terms now with the Germans. The Americans, though, opening it up, really widening it up, trying to get away from the rest.
It's extraordinary, this finish. These three neck and neck. China seems now to be challenging hard on the United States. Germany slipping back. Germany finding this pace just too hot to handle, but it's the United States holding on. United States are out in front. Danica Harris forcing the bows ahead, keeping them ahead. Crew backing her up well.
And the crowd in the stands now really rising to this. This could be the first American gold medal of these World Championships. Through past the boat park towards the grandstands now. The Americans really driving for this. The Chinese in second place. And the British really winding this up. They're at 40 strokes a minute, which is absolutely incredible. On the far side, the Germans, I don't think, have got any more to give. Now it's the Chinese who are trying to move on the Americans. The crowd really beginning to sense now that this could be on. They've waited and waited and waited. This is final number 17 of the 23, and the British are beginning to come now on the Chinese. The Chinese now have surrendered silver medal position to the British, who are now within half a length of the Americans as they drive towards the line now. The American gap is shrinking all the time. The advantage is going. The British have got it down to quarter of a length. The tail of the line is coming, and the Americans have got there. The British, a fabulous charge, but it came too late.
About a third of a length up on the fast-closing British four, with Germany just squeezed out of bronze medal position by China.
In a few minutes from now, it's going to be for the United States when these four women, Charlotte Hollings, Linda Murray, Christine Smith and Danica Harris, come on to that winner's rostrum. Well, this is the moment that many hope for, but few realise, but it really is true. Champions of the world in the lightweight coxless fours, America.